frequently in the news for its various waste management related initiatives. Solid Waste India spoke with Mr. Sarfaraz Khan, the Joint Commissioner of the BBMP, for more.
So there was no proper system of collection, transportation, and also processing. There was nothing. There was no end to end. Somebody was picking it up, taking it, and throwing it in some lakes, some drainages, some water bodies. That used to happen. So now we have a system. We have formed our own in-house innovation called the microplan. Each ward is a population of about 10,000 to 12,000 people. They are divided into blocks of 750 houses, and each house gets an auto tipper. It's a smaller vehicle which can take about 800 kgs of waste. It goes house to house, collects their GPS tracked, and they collect it. They collect only wet waste. They refuse mixed waste or any other kind of waste. They only collect wet waste. And then they bring it to the secondary transportation vehicle, which is a compactor. That will take it to the processing plant. So that system has come into place. And then we are also tracking. So now, to a large extent, we have streamlined the process. Our planning is from the ground up. This plan has not been done only by the bureaucrats. This planning has been done with a lot of integration with citizens, volunteers, and then also with elected representatives. So what happens is now, from starting from the ground up, on each zone we have an people representative. We on the zonal level we have, and then we have the division level we have, with the board level we have, and then we have at the block level as well. So they give us inputs onto what is happening. So previously they said there was no accountability, so we have brought in a lot of accountability in the system. We have three level of verification. We have RFID card, then we have the GPS thing, and then the manual attendance. We have BBMP marshals who also do the audit of what happens. From each ward, we have a BBMP marshal. So he reports directly to that, to the chief marshal, and then he in turn shares those details with us. Pilferages, leakages used to happen over 3.5, 4 years back. Now there is a system in place, so it's not so easy for anybody to, So I always felt that there should be a separate agency which does not have the interference of the elected representatives here. They will be able to perform better, take independent decisions. Here, there are too many agencies working at cross purpose, so it doesn't solve the problem. So the present government, I requested them, and they were kind enough to, have a separate agency, a special purpose vehicle, which will basically look into collection, transportation, and then processing. It will have a separate CEO and a group of officers. Will have nothing to do with the corporation, but they will be working for the corporation. That the commissioner of BBMP will also be a part of it, but no political people will be a part of this. In 4 or 5 years, I have definitely seen a change. So I'm sure this will also bring in a lot of change in the system.
How many people will work there?
Yeah, so the entire SWM team, what we have, say about 18,000 power karmikas, and then 100 number of engineers, everybody will be shifted there. The Vision 2022, the Honorable CM has announced it. And then, we are working on it. The bylaws are being framed, and then, what are the duties and responsibilities are being framed. We already have given a draft outlook of what it is going to be. Like, for example, everybody comes to me and they say, okay, they say, sir, we are going to start a plant. So where is your plant? They say, we are in Bolivia, we are in, Germany, we are in Italy, we are in US. I said, Baba, what have you done in India? Please show me what you've done in India. My waste challenges are different from what you have done. So if you see, really, they have not been able to take off because of this reason. So the same guys go to different cities and then make tall claims, but they deliver nothing. So that's the reason we decided that, okay, they are not coming. So let us spend our own money, do it. So that's why the government itself has put in its money in KPCL is investing half of the money. We are spending half of the money and starting this plant. So we have suggested that if in case what we are given to Sataram and Indian, if they don't perform within 1 year, then BBMP itself will take up the responsibility of establishing our own plants. So, like I said, a separate SUP is required for this, because what happens is, if there is a lot of political interference, it is not possible for this one to function. We are open to private sector being a part of us, but our experience with private sector has been bad. I'll tell you, starting with our waste collection itself. It was controlled by a group of mafia kind of a thing that we broke. So I have fought them for the last 2 to 3 years and then completely dismantled them now. So they don't exist anymore. But I always feel that a 50% of fleet should belong to the corporation. Until unless you don't have your own fleet, you will be subjected to harassment and then blackmailing and those kind of things. All the 7 plants were run by private people itself. And then they were not performing, so we had to just throw them out, and then we are ourselves running the plants now. close to 1,000 crores is what we spend on solid waste management. We are thinking of bringing in user fee now on solid waste management. About 200 rupees per house, per kitchen is what we are looking at. Proposal has gone to the government, and once it approves, then I think we don't need to have take any. And then this we propose to collect it through the BESCOM. If the government gives us clearance, it just takes us 2 to 3 months to execute it. That's all. What works in my favor is I have good citizens. The government is good. Government is giving us all support that we require. We have a fantastic CM who is very, very supportive to our cause. For whatever we ask, he has been given us to work, and he's given us a free hand. And we have a good set of officers above us, our chief commissioner and our administrator. All of them themselves are very proactive. You know, they take personal interest in solid waste management. A lot of allegations are raised unnecessarily, because what happens is, you know, like for example, we call tenders for some biomethanization plants. Okay, we find that the technical committee is there, which approves it. There's a technical committee appointed to the High Court of Karnataka here. Even if they vet it as well, you know, they come and complain saying, okay, this has not happened. And again, that goes for a stay. And then for 1 year, it gets postponed. So everybody, there's a litigant. Okay, somebody who didn't get it will from XYZ, he'll put another case. So this is also taking a lot of our time. You know, with litigants, officers, instead of working, are spending half of the time running from pillar to post to the courts and explaining to the court that what exactly has happened. And Bangalore is definitely a challenge. Yes, Indore, if you see, if somebody throws trash on the road, they'll go catch him and make him pick it up. Here we are, you know, we don't even look at what is happening. You know, somebody throws it, okay, it is his problem. It's not my problem. It's the BBMP's problem. They have to lift it. So that attitude of the people should get. If every citizen becomes vigilante, okay, please pick it up. I'm not saying to pick a fight with them. At least tell them, please, whatever done is wrong. At least he may not pick it up also. If he just says that, you know, tomorrow he may do it that time, but next time he may not. And somebody else will shout at me. Our social media or our campaigns, our advertisement have not been like what other cities have done. Ours have been on a low key only. We've been working. We are not blowing up trumpet, but we are working on it. You should also show what you have done. We are starting the campaign now and creating awareness. You know, Swacch Bharat mission has done a lot of good work in educating people. We in Bangalore city also have creating a lot of awareness among the people. Our citizens here is, you know, anything to do, we talk to them to give citizen feedback on Swachhata and those kind of things. But they talk about everything else under this roof. That's a difficult thing. There's a dog bite in my area, so that's why BBMP is not good. You know, there's some tree has fallen, so BBMP is not. So the ranking, that is where we are having. So precisely that has to be done. And then one more thing, Bangalore City is not very good in projecting the work that it has done. So now we are in the process of projecting whatever we have done. I have myself taken that responsibility in my hands now. There are multiple challenges that we need to do. 1 year is hence where, you know, Bangalore should be reasonably well off in terms of this one. And also my concern is that beautiful and to get back its old glory that it was.